Okay, welcome back. I wanted to show you what happened when I changed it to 60% AMI. Now, what it doesn't do is it doesn't take off that invoiced fee. There's just not a good way to script taking off an invoiced fee. So if a fee is already invoiced and you change your mind, or they change their mind and you change it, this is going to have to be removed somehow. But or voided, I guess. But for the sake of not boring you to death, let me go ahead and just go ahead and change it back. But I just wanted to show you that what I did want to show you is that in the workflow, it does change the task here again to 60% AMI. Whatever you choose in the BB Inclusionary Zoning Review task, it will update the IZ Inclusionary Zoning Review task with that same status. So I'm going to go back in and reactivate Inclusionary Zoning. Go back to go back here and change this back to actually, yeah, okay, I'll do that. When I did that, of course, it updated my 4 that I had back to 0. And if we go back here and refresh invoice and lieu fee, the fee's probably doubled. Yes. But you know, we'll have to void anything that's been changed because it invoices it. You can't just delete a fee that's already been invoiced. So so that's on the housing record side anyway, so that's fine. And the plan coordination, let's just go ahead and I want to show you what happens if now there's some restrictions on issuing the permit and also issuing the certificate of occupancy if there are things going on with the inclusionary zoning record. So I'm going to get down to the permit issuance task. Ready to issue. Now, in the ordinance, the fees on the inclusionary zoning have to be collected before the permit can be issued. So if I try to issue it here, it's going to cancel it because there's a balance due on the IZ record. So that has to be paid. So I'm going to go ahead and pretend like I am paying $2 million. So with the building invoice, you know, they take it down, they pay for their in lieu fee. All right, I got a receipt that I paid $2 million. Excellent. All right, so that's done. So now I should be able to issue this. So now I'm going to try it again. Issued. All right, let me issue the permit. So I got an issued permit. Now it's in the inspection stage. I'm going to go ahead and do that final inspection that I pinned at the beginning. So, oh, I got to schedule it. Schedule inspection for myself. I don't think I'm a inspector in production, so my name's not in the drop-down list. But I can still result it when I do the inspection here. So I just have to select my name here. So it passed inspection, and when inspection's passed, it automatically closes the workflow. That's already been like that. Once I send an email, I don't have to send an email. So I go back to the workflow here, and it's completed the inspections task with updated by inspection result. Okay, now it's ready to issue the certificate of occupancy. Now, of course, or with the ordinance, actually not with the ordinance, but housing would like a sign-off on their end before a certificate of occupancy is issued. So if I try to issue the certificate of occupancy before their sign-off, it should give me a action canceled. Inclusionary zoning review task was not complete. That means the review task up there was not either that, or the housing inclusionary zoning record was not signed off to allow the CO. So refer to the related IZ record. So what has to happen there is you have to contact zoning, have them sign off on their part of it. So in their workflow, they have a compliance sign off. This is the IZ record. And let's say whoever is down there that needs to sign off on it, they have a couple of statuses. They have an approved CO. So we'll go ahead and approve it to CO. All right, so that's done. Now I can go back and see if I can issue the certificate of occupancy now. It should let me. All right, it's issued. So in a nutshell, that is inclusionary zoning and the differences and the new record and what everything in Accela, what it's doing in Accela for it. So just let me know if you have any questions or issues or comments. I'll be happy to look at it again or make any changes that you think needs to be changed in it. So I appreciate your time. Thanks.